Welcome guys to another room tour here, and today we're talking about my Disney guest room. My Disney guest room has went through a pretty good amount of changes in the last actually few months here, because I kind of added new furniture to the room. I took out things that were here before, I added some things to the wall, we framed some things, we got a couple of cool things added to the collection. So I wanted to do a room tour and show you guys everything that I have in this guest room. This is a room that I use for when people come over, but it also does showcase my love for Disney and sometimes me coming in here and just reminiscing about being back in Disney for, you know, being at the hotel or watching a Disney Channel movie or playing on the karaoke machine to give me some of those Disney songs that I feel like singing. So a lot of different things to get into in this video. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech, going for a brekkie is the gaming tech, gaming techie is the gaming tech, gaming techie.
Alright guys, so let's go ahead and start the tour here on my Disney room. We'll go ahead and walk from this area to the front. So right here, we start off with a cool little thing that we have here that basically, if you guys are familiar with Disney Magic Bands and stuff, we can go ahead and plug this in. And you can see that starts powering up. And you can see this has the castle on it, and it has like a little LCD screen. It has lights around it. Basically what it does is, as you can hear, so you can see right now it's giving you the 10-minute countdown, just like if you were at the park, saying it's going to start playing the Happily Ever After. It has Happily Ever After and the fireworks show right before that as well, Wishes, that kind of cycle through between randomly. And it plays like the fireworks on the LCD screen and the castle and stuff. And it has a reader right here. So if we come over here and get one of our Magic Bands, if I could remember where I actually have them, here we go. If we just get one of them, as long as they're charged up, and we come back over here, right now it's just waiting for the 10 minutes, and it will actually be 10 minutes real time, and it will play through those 10 minutes that we remember hearing at the park, as you hear right now. So you can hear that music, and it will play different music and stuff for those 10 minutes, but if you skip it, and you don't wait those 10 minutes, and you just scan a Magic Band, boom. So this is doing Wishes right now, because again, like I said, it's random. And it has a couple of different parts for each of them, depending on the randomization. So if I scan this again, see the fireworks on the screen too. Pretty cool. And if you don't want to scan the Magic Band, you could just hit the button up top too. It does the same thing. And there's another one. So it has different parts of the song. Such a great part of the song. So yeah, really cool thing to have in the room. And then I have right above that a Disney frame that I just have my Disney photos every time I go to Disney and stuff like that. I kind of just go in here and add more pictures to the frame. And, you know, it houses every picture that I take in Disney, whether it's Disney World or when I went to California or whatever. It's all my Disney, you know, ride videos and stuff. Just being at Disney, it was a really fun time. So the next thing we have here is the main area where we have the TV and a couple of frames. And obviously things have changed in here since the last time, big time. If you guys, you know, remember the room here, just was not here. There was no, you know, dresser or anything like that. There was nothing here before. It was just empty space. But this is something that I had in the bedroom before that I now painted in white to be able to use in this room. And this goes right underneath the TV. The TV itself is not new. I still have the Disney 100th anniversary Samsung TV. It's a Disney partnership with Samsung. As you can see right there, it's an official Disney 100th anniversary partnership with Samsung. And it's really cool because it cycles through these different pictures that are exclusive just to this TV on the frame that just goes through. And some of them really, really look good, as you guys can see here as it cycles one through right now. I think it cycles every 3 minutes or so. But there's some really good images on here that you can't get anywhere else. That's really awesome that I have displayed on here. And that's what makes it like the Disney 100th anniversary, is those exclusive pictures that cycle through on the Disney Frame TV from Samsung, which is cool. And then right next to it, I still have my two favorite frames. One of my favorite quotes from Walt: "I hope that we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started by a mouse." And then right next to it right here, we have "All your dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them." And then on top, I did add a couple of things. So we got the welcome sign, and we also got "It's kind of fun to do the impossible" right here. I added those two things up there. And then here, like I said, the dresser was not here, so this is all new. Couple of things on display here. So we got a couple of wristbands right there. Or magic bands, I should say. My first visit to Disneyland one and the Walt Disney World one. Showing them off along with the Tiki mug. You got Wreck-It Ralph's and Disney Infinity figures. And then we got some of my favorite games made by Disney sitting up here, along with some more Disney Infinity figures and the remote, which is pretty cool, of the TV that looks like a Mickey Mouse right there on the top. And really cool with that. And then we got the Pixar frames right there, along with some Pixar characters. And then Disney Lorcana, just some mats here to add some color and stuff to the actual white shelf. And then here I don't really have a lot of things stored right now. Like I said, I painted this white, and I don't really know. I have a lot more storage now, so I don't know what I'm going to use this for at one point. But I do have a bunch of storage here to add some more Disney Infinity. The only one that's full is all my Lorcana stuff is in here. All of my different cards. I haven't even opened most of these because I just haven't, because I have no reason to play them currently, because I don't have anyone that plays with me, which is unfortunate. These are some of the exclusive cards. Some of them I got at Epcot. A couple of these I got these when I went to the Toy Story 5 movie. This one being when I went to the Moana movie and stuff, when they were giving that away. So yeah, a bunch of different stuff in there from Lorcana is really the only thing on those shelves right now. One of the other cool things about this TV that I have connected is there's a little box on here called wait time signs. So basically what that is I have this little remote right here, and there's like a little Apple TV device that's like hiding underneath there, that's plugged in underneath the wall. And it's just a little Apple TV device. And again, it's from Wait Time Signs. It does have a monthly subscription to it, so it's definitely not for anybody. But if you want to bring that Disney magic into your home, this is it right here. So you can see the main screen right here, have a magical stay. Press down on your remote 2 times to enter. So basically, it makes it feel like you're at the Disney hotel. So I just pressed there, and you can see right here. It says the next time my vacation is going to begin at Disney, which I got to set a date to that in a second, but you can see all the different options that you have here in the beginning. Welcome to the Oliveira family, October 9, 2026 and stuff, which I'm actually going to change because that's not the date that we're going. But you got the resort stuff right here, so you can click on either Orlando or Anaheim, and it actually makes you feel like you're at the hotel. You can see the Magic Kingdom park hours, as you can see here, which is really cool.
If you're standing, please hold on to the handrails and stay clear of the doors.
And then it shows you all the different wait times for the different parks. And these are actual wait times from the actual park, which is crazy. And you can go through like a specific one. You can see rides obviously closed right there because they're doing some refurbishments to that ride right now. But yeah, you can go to all the different parks. You can change rides. You can change the parks. You can go back to the resort if you want to. And then again, it just cycles through all the different parks, and it shows you exactly what's happening. It gives you the exact time at that resort, the hours, early entry, if there's a special event going on. It just makes you feel like you're at the parks, obviously. So it gives you that nice little touch. You also got the VIP area over here, which gives you a couple different options, like the piano bar that they do Sundays that actually gives you a live musical piano bar. You got the live fireworks that you can see. Unfortunately, they do not put the music in here. I would use the fireworks a lot more if it actually piped in the music, but it does not, unfortunately, which is something I hope that they do one time. Because right now you could just watch the fireworks from different areas, but it's just silent. It's cool because you could watch it from like the door, a boat, and like in front of the the stuff. But again, And it is live, so it's not like faked out or anything. And then you have Magical View, which basically just takes 4 random YouTubers that are live in Disney right now and kind of just puts them on your screen, essentially, when this decides to load here in a minute. So you can see it's showcasing 4 different ones on YouTube, and I can go ahead and select the one I want with the audio just based on the one that's highlighted in green. So you'll see it switch the audio depending on who I'm actually watching, and it shows you, like, you know, what they're actually doing right now.
You really mean a lot to us, and you are very appreciated. Thank you so much.
So you just see what random people are doing. Someone's obviously on a ride right now here, on a boat ride. It just makes you feel like you're in Disney. Just to have a specific YouTube, like, dedicated thing to watch, you know, people obviously here. It's pretty interesting. But yeah, that's pretty much what that is. Like I said, it's from Wait Time Signs. It does require a monthly subscription because obviously there's a lot of things going on here, and probably not something a lot of people are willing to pay. Anywhere from $4 to $15, depending on what you add and what you don't. But it's still really cool for a room like this that I have going on, that kind of sets up the whole entire vibe of this room, of what I want it to feel like. I'm walking into this room and I feel like I'm in Disney, which was kind of the whole point. And here's the different art pieces I was talking about on the TV. You have the Walt Disney Animation Studios ones. You got 21 of those, 21 of Pixar, 21 of Marvel, and 21 of Star Wars too. So you have all these different ones that you can just come in here, and it's exclusive to the TV itself. And then you can kind of just display them to resume play and take over your, you know, your frame TV to just be showcasing those images, and they have them set to rotate every few minutes. All right, so moving along from there, this is also, it used to be a glass shelf here with a bunch of my collectibles, which is not here anymore. Collectibles kind of move scattered around the room a little bit. There's some on here, obviously, like I talk about. There's my pins that are now on the wall here with these little cork boards that I found on Amazon that had the castle and stuff. So I just have my pins sitting on here that I have. I'm not the hugest pin collector. I usually just collect the ones that I actually go to different places, which is what these are. You can see I have one empty one to add some more. And Happily Ever After was here before, but now I added some, you know, frames up here. So this is like some autographs that I have. That's from Topanga. That's from Phil of the Future. You can see the Topanga one is actually signed to me. So is this one from Halloween Town, which is awesome. And then, like I said, Phil to the Future. And then coming over here, you got a little Disney Channel logo right here, just old school. And some Disney Channel stuff. Obviously, Hannah Montana sitting right here, just showcasing the premiere of Hannah Montana. That was like one of the most iconic shows I remember watching back in the day. And then the Disney Channel celebrating 20th anniversary frame. I thought this was super cool because it has the Proud Family, Lizzie McGuire, Kim Possible, The Magical World of Disney, That's So Raven, the Disney Channel celebrating kids and families and stuff with a little logo. And this is limited to 300. This was limited to 850 units, and I have the 338th one. So that's pretty cool as well. And then right here, obviously, I have a CRT TV, and I had no idea how much these CRT TVs actually go for until I started looking them up because it's crazy. But I did add something new. I actually used to just have down here, I used to have the Mickey Mouse, just the DVD player before, which I did sell off, and I got this one instead. This is a VHS and DVD player combo because now I house my Disney stuff in this room when it comes to VHS tapes and stuff. And stuff that I make on DVD that maybe didn't come out, like these right here, like the Jersey and So Weird and Bug Juice and the famous Jet Jackson, Even Stevens, were stuff on TV from the Disney Channel that never released on DVD. So I have to make them myself, essentially. So I play those DVDs on there, which I couldn't do before if I didn't have the actual DVD player. So I had to get that, and damn, that thing was expensive. It was like $400 that I got on a bid. But I did sell my other one for like $300, so it worked out. And then, obviously, some VHS tapes from some of my favorite movies, like The Color of Friendship. These are really rare, and so is Smart House. And a Disney World Planning Vacation I used to watch as a kid. And then over here, inside, I just house some of my other, you know, DVDs that I have that are Disney-related, like Halloween Town, more So Weird Seasons, Hannah Montana, DuckTales on VHS, Boy Meets World, and stuff like that, that we have going on right there. And then just some random knickknacks that I have here in this drawer. And then this Disney Scene on TV little thing that lets you play some Disney games on these old school things that we used to play on these TVs, which is pretty funny. TV and everything obviously works. And then this is the Alexa little Mickey Mouse thing that kind of houses everything. And again, making it feel like you're in Disney and stuff. You can literally talk to this thing. And I still have the Alexa skill that came out back in the day. I can be like, hey, Disney, tell me a joke.
Gail, I have a riddle for the knock. Have you seen it? Okay, here goes. My name is 2 words. I live outside. I love to wave. And part of my name sounds like a letter. Who am I? The Dark Sea. I think you got it.
So basically what this is a Disney and Alexa partnered as a skill, and you can actually ask it just some certain things like asking for a joke, asking for a story, telling you a bedtime story, waking you up in the morning and stuff, and it would actually bring in different characters that are telling you those jokes or telling you those stories and stuff, which is pretty cool. So you can ask about like those things, and it makes you feel like you're in Disney and just getting those characters brought into your house, which is pretty cool as they kind of tell you these short stories. So pretty cool to have that in here. Over here, we got, and also this shelf is obviously new from the bedroom that also moved my furniture over here and also painted this white over here along with the other one that I had to repurpose it in this room. That gives me some more storage in this room. Don't mind the computer that's sitting here that's being sold off and just kind of sitting here. But in here right now, we just have some Pixar, stuff on here. The Art of Pixar book that I got when I went to Disney. And then right here houses 3 of my favorite Disney Channel movies. Brink, The Color of Friendship, and Alley Cat Strike right there. And then just iconic rides and stuff like that from Disney. Like the Pirates of the Caribbean that I've always been on since I was a kid. Splash Mountain, Fantasmic, one of my favorite shows that Disney does. Rise of the Resistance, blew me away when I first wrote it. Guardians of the Galaxy, and Tomorrowland sitting right there, which is pretty cool. So, and then we also have a yoga. I don't know if this is going to stay here or not. I know it takes up a lot of room, but it is something that's useful. This is a yoga beanbag. And the reason it's here is like, first of all, if someone sleeps over, it's pretty nice that you can use this in another room and just kind of lay it out. But also I sit on this when I'm watching something on TV because sometimes I don't want to sit or lay on the bed. Sometimes I just want to sit in here and get a little closer to that CRT TV because sitting back all the way on there is a little too far from my old school ass sitting that far away. But regardless, it's there if I want to use it. So yoga beanbag chair, some of the best beanbag chairs that you can buy. And then I still have, of course, my nice little thing on here to the comforter that says we are never too old to like Disney, basically is what it says. I know it's a little cut off, but has all the characters and stuff on there along with the castle pillowcases, which is cool. Got a little Be Our Guest sign above the window since this is technically my Disney guest room. That's what this room is. It's when people sleep over or come over. This is where they sleep, in the guest room, in the Disney room. And then we have my 3 favorite Disney movies that are related to music, since it's right next to my karaoke machine and also Guitar Hero machine arcade that I built. And you can see Starstruck, High School Musical, and Camp Rock, my favorite 3 movies that it comes to music. And actually had this, I custom made this machine when it comes to the artwork with somebody who helped me do it and actually picked all of my favorite things. So Starstruck on the left because it's my favorite Disney Channel music original, with music in the movie, if that's how you explain that. And then I got The Lion King, my favorite Disney animated movie. And then we just have a bunch of other stuff here that like the Cheetah Girls, Encanto, showcasing a bunch of my different favorite movies right here and Disney related: Mermaid, Aladdin, Hannah Montana, Coco, High School Musical. You can see I named it Disney Karaoke Series Guitar Hero Edition because it's karaoke and Guitar Hero at the same time. So I have the guitars there and also wireless microphones that I can use to play, because it's in this room because I always thought, even though I have an arcade downstairs, that like in a Disney room, the thing that I always think about in Disney is singing and karaoke, at least for me. So being able to play Disney songs and sing them and stuff like that on a karaoke machine just kind of fits the vibe of what I think about when I'm in Disney, is these songs. So that's why that's pretty much in here and fits perfectly in this little area right here. And then, of course, I got my Disney closet right here. I did organize this a little bit better than last year. I also have some stickers around it with just some of my favorite quotes. To infinity and beyond, just keep swimming. A dream is a wish your heart makes. Some people are worth melting for. Love that quote. And then the Hercules quote right there on the side that says, a true hero is not measured by the size of his strength, but by the strength of his heart. So, and then I organized this to just be a little bit cleaner up here. I do have LED lights. I just don't have them on right now. Actually, I should have, but I don't. The whole thing lights up in red when I have people over and want to showcase this off. But basically, right here, I have the little corner here for concerts that I've been to and stuff like that that are Disney related. A little Lizzie McGuire right here and some Disney figurines right here in the center. And then we have my Disney books. Where it comes to magazines, or the Disney 2021 magazine that they unfortunately stopped publishing now, Miley Cyrus book right there. And then on the corner here, we have my Disney board games that I have, the 2 Disney Scenic games that you can play that CRT if you want to get nostalgic about Disney Scenic and play, the Disney Channel edition or the regular edition, which is pretty cool. And then this is all my Disney shirts pretty much for the most part. A couple of jerseys there, but for the most part, these are all my Disney shirts. So I know to come in here and grab stuff when I'm going to Disney. These are all of my shirts that go there. Got the hat, got the Disney LED sign that lights up. Got some Disney shoes for some of the outfits I have. And then this is the Disney Lego castle that I still need to build here at the bottom, which I have not built, that I need to do. That I will do. That the castle I think is going to go right there. I could also like put it in this corner as well. So, but I also like, I don't want people to hit it and like break the castle, so I don't know if I want to put it there. I might just leave it right where it is, but just not in the box, obviously. And then right here, just a couple of books here from the animated, some 4 of my favorite animated movies, along with the little hidden Mickey, because we all know we love those hidden Mickeys, just sitting right here by the light of the room. So yeah, that is the tour of my Disney room here for 2026. A lot of great improvements here. The dresser and these 2 things, the nightstands, adding it in white, really look good. Adding these 2 signs up here to just give it a little bit more flow was good. Adding these posters being framed and stuff, this corner looks a lot better, along with my, area right here with watching the CRT and getting the DVD player now. Adding this over here for my pins to be able to display them, because I couldn't display them before. Adding this little area right here, I wasn't here, with my Disney Channel and just representing the Disney Channel era, essentially. And the little Pixar section over there as well. I think everything in this room looks really good. And yeah, love the way that this room turned out now. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And thank you guys for watching. Until next time.